What you are about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Top TV, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
Marlo Sanibonane Dachse, how's it? I'm Tim Modisa. This is ZANEWS. Let's get it on.
Whitney Houston was a real inspiration to me. Oh my God, I just don't know what I'm going to do without her. She was my role model. I don't know how I'm going to go on. Kevin Costner just had one job to do. One job. And I will always love you.
Our lead story today. Julius Malema's comrades in the ANC Youth League are pulling out all the stops to save their leader's political career. Jacob Lebogo, League Secretary in Limpopo, has gone so far as to write to the ANC top gun, Gwede Mantashe, begging the party to forgive Malema. Mr. Mantashe, your response?
No. The ANC does not respond to begging letters. We get them every day. They are called tender applications.
Malema's cronies say they would like to see a political solution to his case.
What does that mean? A political solution? No. Malema messed up and he got suspended. The decision was political and it was a solution. Where is the problem?
Word is that Ronald Lamola will step in as Youth League president and continue calls for Fikile Mbalula to replace you in December. What do you say to that?
Sihamba no Mbalula, sihamba no secretary, sihamba no Mbalula, sihamba no secretary.
Right. Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe said the Youth League is not independent from the ANC, but it can take independent decisions. What does that mean?
No. The truth is that nobody knows what Comrade Kgalema means when he says something. He is, how do you say, inscrutable, like the Chinese. Some of us think he actually is Chinese. Have you seen his eyes? From Kong all the way.
In his recent State of the Nation address, President Jacob Zuma announced that the government would spend 300 billion rand to help develop the country's infrastructure. Now critics are wondering where the money will come from. President Zuma, how do you respond to these concerns? Mr. President, is that you?
It is I, the amazing Zuma.
Whatever you say, Mr. President. Getting back to my question, how does the government expect to finance...
Hat, rabbit. I think I'll keep him for lunch. Put my bunny where my mouth is. Now watch closely, Tim. As you can see, the hat is empty.
So the head is a metaphor for the treasury?
Pay attention, Tim. What is this that I have in my hand?
It looks like one of the new banknotes, Mr. President. The one with Nelson Mandela's face on it.
That's right, Tim. Now, I put it into the hat. See, 150 rand note in the hat. Okay? Are you ready? Close your eyes. You can open your eyes now. Abra, cadabra, ta-da!
Wow, that's incredible. How did you do that?
Madiba magic.
Wow, Mr. President. Wow. She did something that nobody ever did before. She was totally original, and everyone who came after her just copied her style. Oh my God, she was kind of like me. Stunningly gorgeous, innovator, style guru. People do what I do, and nobody ever gives you any credit. Everyone just walks around like they have their own style and they didn't copy it from me or Whitney. God, I really relate to her now. I wish I'd realized it before it was too late. I wanna run to you.
President Zuma isn't the only head of state who has to come up with the goods this year. In America, President Barack Obama's new budget predicts a record $1.3 trillion deficit. President Obama, where are you going to get the money to make up this shortfall?
Hey, Tim, we're going to raise taxes on the rich, slash the defense budget, and cut spending on non-essential programs.
And if that doesn't work?
If it looks like one of those right-wing maniacs are going to beat me at the polls, I have something up my sleeve.
Like what?
Madiba magic.
I like it. An African solution to an African American's problem.
Now, watch this.
Hey, where did you go?
It's a little trick I plan on using if rednecks ever try to storm the White House. It's never too late for a lynching in the good old US of A.
When I think about it, she wasn't even that great. I mean, you've got to be able to handle your drug habit, lady. It's part of the job. Celebrities are so unprofessional these days. And anyway, who dies at 48? Everyone knows real troubled musicians die at 27.
I cannot believe the news, Arch.
How old was Whitney?
She was just 48.
So young.
Too young.
Do they know how she died, Dada?
The cause of death is unknown, so they say.
Well, when they say that, we know what is unknown.
I know all the stories, Desmond, but to me, she was a beautiful, talented, and sweet young lady. I met her many times, and I thought she had a wonderful soul, Desmond.
One cannot understand why someone so beautiful and gifted would be so troubled.
Like so many of our youth.
Oh, Dada, in our day, you could do a lot of damage to yourself, but we didn't have drugs, Well, not like they have them today.
It is a different world. Look at this, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and that other very young one, British one.
Amy Winehouse. And don't forget about our own Brenda Fassie.
Yes, they all had so much to live for, and they gave it up. For what?
It is so difficult to understand.
I remember one of the occasions when I met Whitney, and she was so emotional. I had to dry her tears with a Soviet. Poor girl.
And I will always love you.
Stop that, Desmond. Or I may also have to go drown myself in the tub.
That is not funny. Put a plug in it.
Embattled ANC Youth League leader Julius Malema says he might be out of politics and off to prison if his political enemies get their way. Mr. Malema, where are you? It looks like you are already in prison.
We are in our new house, team. We are speaking from our panic room.
Who else is with you?
Why? Did you see someone? Who? Where?
You said we are in our panic room.
Yes, we are speaking on behalf of me, myself, and I.
Are you sure you are in a panic room? It really does look like a prison cell to me.
Stop talking about prison. You are starting to make me panic, team.
It's a good thing that you are in your panic room then. Anyway, we'll get back to our guest in a little while. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I know, bro, but I caught him in bed with my sister. My sister, bro. Obviously, I had to that oak up. What was I meant to? Hey, bro, there's a cop that wants to talk to me. I don't know, bro. He just pulled me over. Let me just see what this puss wants. I'll call you back. How you, but you well, eh?
Do you know why I pulled you over?
No, bro, do you?
Because you are talking on your cell phone.
Ah, that. So listen, China, what are we going to do to sort this out, if you know what I mean?
Sure. It's hot today. I'm very thirsty. Do you have a cool drink?
Ah, a cool drink. All right, bro, let's see what I got here.
Aye, wena, hey, suga wena. Where is my cool drink? Opposition to a new toll plaza and office block on Chapman's Peak Drive is mounting. Thousands of Cape Townians have turned against the DA provincial government for supporting the project. Western Cape Premier and DA leader Helen Zille, why is a private company being allowed to build an office block on protected Sandparks land?
Hello, Tim. Sure. What a mission riding up that hill. Wow. I'm hoping to ride in the Argus this year, you know. What do you think of my outfit? Stunning, isn't it?
I certainly feel stunned.
Let me just quickly take a picture of myself and put it on Twitter. I'll be right back with you. Hi, fans. This is your fearless leader riding in the defense of democracy. Okay, done. All right, Tim. I'm right with you. What can I do for you?
The DA is losing support because you are allowing Ntilini and Marion Roberts to build luxury offices on land that falls within the Table Mountain National Park. Does this not bother you?
I'll tell you what bothers me, Tim. Crotch rot.
Where is my cool drink?
It's all I got, bro, I swear. This is a lekker one, eh? Whitney Houston, you'll dig it.
Hey, don't make me shoot you. I want my cold drink. Let's get back to our guest now. He is inside the panic room in the basement of his new home. Mr. Malema, what exactly is the purpose of a panic room?
It is a safe room, team. It has closed circuit cameras, alarms, solid steel doors.
A bit like prison, in other words? Are you sick?
Every time someone says the word prison, we want to throw up.
Sounds like you might be coming down with some or other life-threatening illness. Celebreitis, maybe. Perhaps even a case of Sheikh syndrome.
Oh, God, you are making us feel worse, team.
Let's change the subject then. Do you still maintain the ANC has acted unfairly in suspending you for 5 years?
Yes, of course, team. We were found guilty for thinking.
Are you saying the ANC does not encourage its members to think? Are you thinking of an answer?
No. I deny that I'm thinking. You can't prove anything. I wasn't there and I didn't do it. I want to speak to my lawyer. Who said that? Who is there? Hello?
Do you speak English? I said, where is my cool drink?
Just take these, bro. Don't be difficult. I don't know what else I can...
Cold drink. I want cold drink.
Oh, I thought you meant... Yes, Seaboot. Didn't you just say so?
Ah, that's better. Now I'm giving you a ticket. Driver's license?
Yes, hello. This is Barack Obama. Could I please speak to your Vice President, Mr. G. X. Jinping? Barack Obama. O-B-A. Yeah, that's it. Yes, the tall chocolate man representing the round-eyed Western Devils. Yes. Yeah, listen. That sort of language is kind of offensive. And... What? You f***ing well say what you f***ing well want as long as you've got all the f***ing money in the world? Fair enough. So is G there? In a meeting? But you said he was out.
A novel about the Great Trek has so upset some right-wing Afrikaners that they banned the book. Canvas Under the Sky by local historian Robin Binks has a dagga-smoking womanizer as its hero. Conservatives are outraged. Let's take a look at the reaction.
Dis bloody books is afvoertrekke heroes with sex crazed daggarokers. Dis 'n skande. Sis man.
Ek kan dit nie glo nie. Hierdie plaksam sy soutpeel. Who do he think he are? Burn him! Burn him!
Steek hy druk aan die brand. Wees mooi metjies.
Hy sê die manne het dagga gerook en rondgenaai met die koi meide. Sis tog. What else did this Roynik,
say in his book?
Ik weet niet, dat is in Engels. I didn't exactly read it.
Yeah, I won't read English. I won't even speak English. Oh, I just did.
Nou zal ik jou brand.
Ach nee, man, Johan. Focus. It other book we must burn.
Ja, zus. Dat is book burning harder than it look. Frankie, ga naar die f***ing plaats. En gooi van mij klappies.
Met ijs?
Ja, met ijs.
Ja, nee. G? Oh my God. It is so good to hear from you. Listen, I just wanted to say I so enjoyed hooking up on Valentine's Day and... What? Sure. No, of course. Just want to be friends. I understand. You're just not that into me. Well, okay, but how about our government bonds? Are you still into them? You are? Great! No, G. No. Don't be like that. Of course, we don't want you just for your money. You're a great Chinese dude with an amazing personality. And I want us to be BFFs. G? Hello? Hello? G?
In what she says is a tribute to the deceased Whitney Houston, Lady Gaga says she will dress this way all week. Miss Gaga. Hey, lady. Can you tell us about your ensemble?
Well, you know, Tim, we all know that if it wasn't for a strong woman in music like Whitney Houston paving the way, so many of us wouldn't be here today. So all week, every day, I'll be dipping myself in honey and then rolling myself in cocaine. It's a tribute, really.
Interesting. Where do you get your inspiration for these outfits, Miss Gaga?
Well, my inspiration for my songs comes from my vagina. So there's really just one other place for fashion ideas to come from.
Where is that, Miss Gaga?
My ass, Tim. My skinny white ass.
This Obama has taken a bold move, forcing all private health plans to pay for birth control.
It's quite risky, very controversial.
Do you think it's wrong?
Well, it's a difficult question. I mean, how do you ensure a women's rights while still respecting people's religious beliefs?
It makes me think of this idea of sending people to jail if they don't disclose their HIV status. And also this issue of not selling liquor to pregnant women.
People worry that these actions are unconstitutional, Tada. No, some of these ideas infantilize the nation.
Yes, well, Arch, maybe the people should stop acting like children.
Are you saying adults in this country can't make their own decisions? Because I think you are crossing the line, Dada.
Oh, Arch, our country is unique for better or worse. Sometimes our laws need to be unique. We have one of the highest rates of HIV anywhere in the world. We need to make a policy around this. Not necessarily forever, but at least until the problem is solved.
Well, I'm just saying, people won't like this.
Yes, well, leading a country is not a popularity contest.
That's rich coming from you.
What? I can't help it if I'm popular.
Well, if you are so popular, how many likes do you have on Facebook?
I don't like Facebook. It's so last year.
A warm welcome to my guest today, President Jacob Zuma.
Hello, Tim. Hello, boys and girls. It's good to be here to discuss important things about stuff relating to things that are vital to the future of issues and matters.
Welcome to South Africa's favorite game show. Yes, it's time for another episode of Race to the Bottom, brought to you by Active Virgin. Contestant number 1, here's your question. After 400 years of racist social engineering, how surprising is it that there are still racists in South Africa today? A, not very surprising. B, not at all surprising. Or C, absolutely not surprising. What's it going to be? C, absolutely not surprising? Yes! Unbelievable. You win this collection of Steve Hofmeyer's CDs. Stay tuned for more after this short break.
Zambia won its first ever Africa Cup of Nations title this week. President Mugabe, you said you wanted to comment on the win?
Yes, team. I want to congratulate the team for a wonderful effort.
That's very gracious of you, congratulating a rival team.
Rival? What are you talking about? Zimbabwe won.
No, it was Zambia.
They told me Zimbabwe had won. Get me the sports minister.
So you don't want to congratulate the Zambian team?
Good Lord, no. Ah, there you are. You British homosexual of a sports minister. They told me these were real bullets. Nobody tells me anything anymore. It's almost like I'm no longer running my Zimbabwe.
Out of the mouths of babes and despots.
Welcome back to Race to the Bottom. Contestant number 2. Are you ready to play Media Madness? Great! Okay. You're the editor of a major news website owned by the largest media company in the country, whose name starts with NAS and ends with PAS. When it comes to reporting on racism, do you A, report individual incidents of racism with a sympathetic slant in order to look more liberal than you are? B, do you fail to report on entrenched racism in society in order to keep white economic interests untouched as they have remained since 1652? Or C, all of the above?
C.
Yes! Brilliant! And you win the signed copy of 101 Ways to Get Your Money Offshore, but claim you're 100% committed to South Africa.
Just days after vowing to uphold the Constitution, President Jacob Zuma says that he wants to review the power of the Constitutional Court. Mr. President, should we be worried that you are trying to undermine the very Constitution you should be upholding?
Tim, don't worry. Everything is fine.
What are you doing?
I saw it in the Star Wars. You wave your hand like this, and people believe everything you say. Don't worry. I am not trying to fiddle with the Constitution.
But you say Constitutional Court judges are not special people and should be overseen by government.
Yes, Tim. They are fallible human beings.
Who you appointed because they were less fallible than most?
Fallible? I must look this word up when I get home.
You also said you want government to be able to review judgments as some seem more logical than others. With all due respect, sir, surely judges are more qualified to judge than you are.
Tim, why do you have to bring up my qualification? You know perfectly well I was educated informally on Robben Island.
But why have judges at all?
My point exactly. You see, Tim, as I have said before, judges are not God.
No, but in theory, they are the most omniscient mortals we have at our disposal.
Okay, I don't know what you just said, but let me add that if anyone is God, it is us, the government.
You are God?
Tim, just look at the similarities. Millions of people pray that will make their lives better, but we never respond. We giveth to our cadres and we taketh away from taxpayers. Yes, Tim, like God and the Jedi Luke Skywalker, we work in mysterious ways. Oh, and if you don't vote for us, you are going to the dark side.
Mr. President, does this sudden interest in Constitutional Court verdicts have anything to do with your own legal issues?
You are going to fall into a deep sleep and forget all about my legal issues. When you wake up, you will feel refreshed.
Mr. President, that doesn't work.
I was never here.
Mr. President, you are on live television. We can see you.
Oh, Is that how it works? Jabulane, start the car. I am out of here in 30 seconds. Sleep, Tim Modise, sleep.
Okay, contestants, fingers on the buzzers. What's more wrong? The incidents of racism that happen every few weeks, the incidents of women hating that happen every few hours in every South African home, or both?
Racism.
Correct, because racism contravenes human rights, but everyone in South Africa knows women aren't human, so you can do whatever the you want. Sorry, excuse me. Are you not trying to downplay the active virgin racism thing? No. I'm just saying you're a hypocritical retard if you're offended by racism, but allow misogyny to go unchallenged. -10 for you. And that's our show.
Why are we doing this? Because here we can. From me, team, and the team is Hambagahle. Goodbye and Futsek.
South Africa, you will forget about the rape charge and the arms deal thing. Oh yeah, and that shower head thing is getting old.